If you're wondering why your website redesign didn't help with your search engine rankings, here's why. Simply put, your website redesign didn't improve your SEO because it's only one factor in Google's algorithm to decide who to rank on its search engine results page. And so knowing that, I'll break it down a little bit further. A good redesign will bump up your conversion. So a good redesign will help the user experience. People might stick around longer, which would help your SEO results. But they're going to be calling more frequently because the buttons are more prominent. They're going to be filling out forms more frequently because they're easy to navigate, and the mobile version is better than it was, and it loads faster. Okay, these things will help improve the conversion of your website in a redesign. So you would get more sales, you get more leads without doing anything else. But if the site was slow before the redesign, or it was clunky, or it didn't have very much on it, then a redesign will absolutely boost your SEO. And so now that you know that, you might be thinking, okay, well, I have some other questions, right? If I seem to have lost visibility, why is that? And if I gained, what could that have been a result of? And if you just don't know, you maybe just don't know, because there's search engine tools that we use as digital agencies that you don't have access to that can give better insight into what's actually happening. Although you do have free tools like Google Analytics and Google Search Console to help you get pointed in the right direction, figuring out the total scope of what's going on. So when you see websites that didn't improve or they've lost traction, I've seen this before where websites literally die overnight in a redesign because when they do the redesign, they forget things. They forget pieces of content. I've seen the case where hundreds of blog posts were not moved over with a new website redesign, and they lost so much of their visibility and traffic overnight. So they lose content, they move things over, and the URL structure is different, or they change the URLs completely from what they were before. And so now every old destination no longer exists. When you go to those pages on the website, it just says error 404. And that's how a lot of websites just die overnight with a redesign. The other thing that's kind of part of that is broken links. So if the URLs died or they changed, that's going to break a lot of links. They kind of go hand in hand. But the other big thing that I've seen a lot is the meta titles and the descriptions and such that are tied to the page, but they're not on the actual pages themselves, the stuff that's behind the scenes that you can easily configure on stuff like WordPress. That stuff sometimes doesn't get moved over. So all the old page titles go to some weird default and they don't get mapped over correctly. And so those three things we see over and over being things that tank websites in a redesign. So if you did a redesign and you're seeing that things got worse, not better, reach out to me. Check out the link in the description below this video to book a call with me. I'd love to look into this for you, because the faster you get to the bottom of it, the faster you can solve it. And one of the things that just destroys businesses overnight is a bad redesign. And so if you think that might have happened to you, get on a call with me. We'll troubleshoot it. There are some tools I can pick up and deploy in a couple minutes to find out the scope of what's going on. And there are ways to fix what broke. Okay, there are ways to fix what broke. But you won't know it until you see it or let somebody take a look at it and get a real, true third-party opinion. So appreciate you for watching my video. If you need help, go book a call with me in the description below this video. You can also text us, 505-365-1545. Get you some help, get you on the calendar, and get you set to go. That being said, appreciate you watching the video. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you like this one, you'll love some of the other videos we have posted here on our channel that help blue-collar business owners get more out of their digital marketing. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos. If you got questions or comments, post them below. I look forward to catching you on the next video. Bye for now.